abroad, and we sort of had the idea of putting the group together, because obviously it's so hard to get into the West End, so we thought of going a different way about it. So we auditioned the boys, and then here we are.
So when you auditioned them, was the plan to be a band, and then when you became a band, you all decided to go for Britain's Got Talent? Or when you auditioned as a band, was that to go on Britain's Got Talent?
Well, to be honest, we auditioned for the band just to do corporate stuff, really, to start with, like, you know, see if we can get a few cruise ships or big corporate events. We thought we'd try and go down that route, but then because we're doing something so different, we thought we'd try and take it to a bigger audience, and the opportunity for Britain's Got Talent came along, so we took it, and it went quite well.
It did. It went fairly well. I'd say it kind of went in your favour, didn't it?
Right.
The judges at first were a little bit sceptical when they heard that you'd only been together a short time, weren't they?
Yes, indeed. Well, obviously, you've seen when Simon Cowell, like, you seen his face when we walked on, and you thought, God, here comes another boy band. But that was why we went in normal clothes, because that's what we wanted to put across. So obviously when we started singing and we did a completely different genre, then I think it took them a bit by surprise.
I think it took everyone by surprise. I think it sent a shiver down a lot of spines. You were absolutely incredible. And you chose songs mainly from Les Miserables. Why that particular choice? Is that because it's the one people would be familiar with because of the film?
Yeah, I think Les Mis is just an incredible musical, and it's sort of, everybody who goes to see it hits them, and it's just incredible. Like, everybody just gets emotional watching it. And
you made Amanda cry.
Songs. We did make Amanda cry, and we thought originally we were going to do Bring Him Home, which is obviously what we did for the semi-final, but we did Stars 3 days before the audition. We sang through that and thought there was just one chord where we hit it, and we thought, you know what, this is the song we have to do. We need to go and do this. So that's what we did for the first audition, and then for the final.
Yeah, right choice. What was Simon Cowell like then?
He's amazing. He's got this reputation of being mean and being nasty, but it's just brutally honest, I think. And I think that's a great thing to have, if you can just say it how it is. I love that. But obviously, when you're on the receiving end of it, it's not too nice. But luckily, he didn't have anything bad to say about us.
He didn't.
So we like him.
Are you signed to his label now? Is that right?
Yes, that's right, yeah.
And obviously, the prize of winning that is to perform at the Royal Variety Performance. So what was that like?
That was incredible. To be on the stage with, well, even before that, we had there was a big production meeting before the show was even recorded, and we sat there in the room with the likes of Bette Midler, Dame Shirley Bassey, One Direction, Ed Sheeran. It was just absolutely incredible and so overwhelming. And obviously to meet royalty was just something else. That's just ridiculous. It's quite scary, actually.
A bit intimidating.
Never know what to say.
Did you bow?
No, I sort of I don't know what I did, actually. I can't really remember. I know Michael said none of us knew what to say, so when Kate walked past, he just went, "Can I just say you look absolutely stunning?" And she just sort of went, "Oh, well, thank you."
Oh, bless. I love it. I love it.
It was a bit awkward.
Yeah. And what else have you been up to? Because you've been on tour, haven't you?
Yes, we had a sell-out UK tour, which was phenomenal. Performing in front of all the people that supported us all the way through was incredible. So we've had that on. We went to Hong Kong, and that was amazing. We've also had a book out. That's available now, Collabro Story. That's all about us as individuals growing up and how we got into the band, how we got into musical theatre. And we've also got we've been in and out of studio. We've got a new album coming out on the 1st of June. That's called Act 2, so that's going to be a cracking album. But apart from that, it's just a lot of meetings, a lot of corporate gigs, and it's fantastic. We're absolutely loving it.
Matt Pagan from the band Collabro, who won Britain's Got Talent last year. In a moment, after the Travel News and Ella Henderson, will find out why he thinks musical theatre is becoming ever more popular. And more mainstream.
Oh, absolutely, and I think that's very important, because obviously pop is incredible, but there's just something about musical theatre and even opera that just tells a story, and it's, there's so many different ways of, putting that emotion across, and it's fantastic that you can do that through musical theatre, and especially for me to be able to do that with four of my best friends is incredible.
And obviously, with a show like Britain's Got Talent, it gave the audience time to get to know you. We do feel like we know you, and we saw that you are just normal lads. It's Jamie, isn't it, who recently talked about the fact that he had an eating disorder at one point, and he's been very open and very honest about the reasons for that. How much do you all have to sort of accept the responsibility that comes with being famous and realise that you probably are seen as icons to some of your fans?
Well, do you know what? That's the whole point. We're all very, very normal lads, and like with Jamie, I have so much respect for Jamie in the fact that he's never been. He's always open to talk about absolutely anything, and I think that's what makes, especially Jamie, because obviously he had the whole coming out story and everything, which, well, to be honest, it was always out really. You know, he's always been very open about things, and I think that's what makes him such a great role model, is the fact that he's not afraid to talk about things, and he's had his own problems, but he's always there to give people advice, and I think that's very important. So, yeah.
And he's got you guys backing him as well. Incredibly brave, I thought, to talk about it, and shows that he's taken on that responsibility very well. Do you all support each other? Are you all genuinely really good mates?
Yeah, absolutely. We're more like brothers. Everybody has their off days and we get upset, but, that's the beauty of it. We've got four other guys in the group that they're always there. If you ever feel upset, we always cheer each other up. We have days out, and, we'll go. If we get a chance, we'll go out for a drink, and I think that is very, very important, is the fact that we're all there for each other and stuff. But to be honest, we're absolutely loving it at the minute. We wouldn't wish to be doing anything else.
If anyone did miss the tour, you're coming to Beckley, aren't you?
Yes, we are, and we're very, very excited. Absolutely excited. I mean, there's something about, obviously, it's great recorded in the studio, that's all great, and getting your album out there is amazing for people to sit there and listen to your album, but there's something about performing live that, you can see people's faces, and it's incredible. Yeah, we're very, very excited about that.
Oh, Brill, what can we expect if we come along to the gigs?
Well, when you come to the gigs, it's going to be massive. We have a lot of big songs, and we just can't wait to showcase them off. We love it. We love performing live, and I think we always love to have a bit of banter on stage as well, so come along, you're going to love it. We
certainly will. So what's the future then after the Beckley concerts? You've got your album, Act 2, coming out soon. What's after that?
We don't know. We're taking each day as it comes, and we've got, like I say, we have got the album coming out, and we've got plans to go international as well, so hopefully that comes off, and just carry on doing what we're doing. We're absolutely loving it, and hopefully we'll get another tour at some point and a few more albums. So, but at the minute we're just working on this new album, and like I said, taking each day as it comes.
Matt Pagan from Collabro, who won Britain's Got Talent, genuinely lovely guy, and I think they really deserve